So today I'm going to do a video about my experiences going to a hospital with mental health, whether that's a day hospital or just a general hospital. I'm going to put some information about there for people so they can understand what it's like and what they know what to do when they're going in. So I went to the Whiteleaf Centre in High Wycombe. It was a day hospital. I went there for 3 weeks and they help you out. They give you a lot of say cognitive therapy. So they do a lot of one-to-one stuff, group sessions. They help you with your medication. You can explain to them what's going on. They give you advice. You get to meet other people who are going through similar issues to you. And I think it's a really interesting and helpful way to deal with your mental health if you're a newcomer. Try not to be scared. Uh, kind of accept that you're there to get help and don't feel like everyone's against you. Because when I originally went, I went because I thought they were going to try and lock me away and section me and never let me out, and obviously that's not the case. They just want me to get the best help possible, which it did. It led me on to a good service. I'm now with the early intervention team for psychosis, which has it helped me out a lot. But I definitely am very glad that I went to the day hospital, because, like I said, it gave me a bit more confidence that I wasn't just the only one, and I know there's an array of skills that I've learnt there that I can now use in the real world to help me understand and deal when I'm having any issues, like um, if I'm having hallucinations or visual or audio, or I'm just feeling down. There's loads of techniques that I've learned, like mindfulness and breathing exercises, and even doing arts and crafts. I didn't realise could help so much. So definitely, yeah, if your GP or doctor suggests that going to a day hospital would be a good idea. Definitely don't be afraid about it. Um, don't be nervous. It's honestly it's a really good thing to do. I mentioned it before briefly a little bit in one of my other videos in my mental health story. But yeah, maybe I'll do another video about the whole experience itself. But no, it was good. It was a good experience, and obviously at first I didn't like it, as I said, but it grew on me a lot. And like I said, definitely recommend it to anyone who wants to go. And if you'd like more information, message me or drop a message down below, and I'll happily answer any questions that maybe I haven't given. And going to A&E. So I've been to A&E quite a few times for my mental health. I've been there because sometimes I've felt, you know, suicidal or thoughts of self-harm due to the fact that I get voices or hallucinations telling me about this, and it can be quite distressing and horrible, and you can feel quite unsafe. So, and when you feel like that, I usually call the day team my mental health team, and they normally suggest that me doing that would be the best thing if I feel unsafe. And so when you normally get to A&E, they do an assessment. You're normally there for just over an hour. They do an assessment. You speak to someone from the mental health team, and they give you a tablet. Or if obviously they feel like you need to. I was given a tablet yesterday. I can't remember or pronounce it, but they gave me a tablet to help relax me and mellow me out, which was quite helpful. And they don't always do that, but sometimes they do if they feel like you may need it. Um, and it helped me out a lot, and it was quite nice being able to talk to a professional, because sometimes all you need is that just kind of clearance from a professional to tell you what's maybe going on, and that you might not be, it might not be this and it might just be that, to put it bluntly. And I found, talking to someone like that does help. So obviously you got your family, but sometimes you don't want to overbear your family. I know sometimes myself I don't want to overbear all my sorrows with everyone, but obviously I know you have to speak to your families and friends. It is important too, but sometimes you feel like if you want to speak to someone else, there is obviously, before even thinking of going to A&E, I definitely recommend people calling the if you are in the crisis team. So I'm with a crisis team where if I can call them at night or during the day, and they'll call me and they'll speak to me and try to help me the best they can. I've got a therapist, a care support worker as well, so I've got a good team around me to help me and guide me with my issues if I have any. So that's before even I consider going to A&E. I only consider going to A&E if I know it's really bad and I'm struggling. But obviously, not everyone wants to sit in a waiting room for over an hour, 2 hours, if you're having um, hallucinations or visual or audio or anything else mental health related, because it is not a nice place to go to. So, and even if you feel like you need to talk to someone, call a friend or a family. That's always a good thing to do as well. But only obviously go to A&E if you feel like that's the only way that you can get help. Obviously, I know it might not help others, but I know normally what I try to do is just talk. So I try to talk to my girlfriend, try to rationalise it out with her, and then if that doesn't work, I try to watch videos. Really, I try anything to distract myself. And then if it gets to that point where it's unbearable, I take myself to A&E, but I will try all my coping techniques and distraction techniques first. To round it up, I do that a lot, sorry. The NHS has a lot of help and stuff out there that they can offer, whether it's talking therapy, cognitive therapy. Talking therapy I know is over the phone and it doesn't always work for some people. I mean, it didn't work for me, but there's always other stuff out there that you can use. Gotta stop doing that. There's loads of different types of help out there, but definitely the most important thing out of any of this, if anyone can take anything out of this, is to speak to people and get the right help. Whether that's, talking therapy or talking to your GP as well, because that's a good start, because they can always lead you into the right places so you can get the right help. And definitely also talk to your family members. Don't be afraid to speak to people, because people care about you. And I saw an interesting quote someone said once, is that they'd rather hear about your problems than attend your funeral. So, and I'm not saying suicide is always the first thought that people have and you can just feel really low, but definitely talk to someone. Don't let it get to that point where you feel alone, because there is always someone out there that can help you. And if you feel like you don't have friends or family, then there's always the NHS helpline. There's Samaritans, they have a great service there as well. There's so much out there, so definitely give it a look and don't be afraid, because I was afraid and it got me nowhere. It just made everything worse for me. But since I've stuck my neck out and got the help, honestly, it's been so great. So that'll be the end of the video today. I hope you guys found it informative and there was a lot of good information out there. Sorry about maybe how I'm talking or I'm acting. I've tested positive for COVID and I don't feel 100%, so hopefully you guys stayed with me through the video. Like I said, please comment if there's anything you'd like me to talk about, or if there's anything you're interested in. Like I said, and I'd love to know you guys' stories and views on anything, and hopefully, we can all stay strong over this hard time and get better. Anyway, so thank you for watching.